It's literally like skipping a workout every single day without even realizing it.
Welcome to the Biohack Method. I am Lindsay Burwell. I break down the science, cut the fluff, and give you real tools to optimize your body with peptides, transdermal patches, and root cause biohacking that actually works.
Welcome back. I'm so pumped to dive into this topic because I see this being an area where women get super stuck when it comes to weight loss and metabolism, and it has literally everything to do with the liver. I remember talking about the liver like a few months, or actually, you know what, a few years ago. And people would be like, why are you talking about the liver? Why are you so obsessed? And also, side note, my daughter, during a Moms with Muffins event, they asked, like, what does your mom do? She put, my mom talks about the liver. Yes, I talk about the liver all the time because it is truly the most important organ that we have in our body because it's responsible for over 500 functions, including your metabolism. So if you're trying to lose weight and you are like hitting a plateau, this is going to be something so important for you to dial into because weight loss is not just calories in and calories out in your workouts. It actually has to do a lot with your body's ability to release those fat cells into the breakdown mode. But let's really just kind of break this down. So starting with the basics, your liver is the metabolic thermostat of your entire body. Let me say that again. Your liver literally is the metabolic thermostat of your entire body. It's the largest organ and it quietly runs over 500 functions. It regulates your blood sugar, processes fats, detoxifies hormones, produces bile for digestion, stores vitamins, and it even communicates directly with your thyroid and your adrenal. Most people are actually really surprised to hear that their thyroid hormones are packaged in their liver. So like when I work with women, they'll tell me, oh, I got some labs done and their thyroid was low, but like their labs aren't showing what's causing their thyroid to be low. And it could be either there's cofactors and minerals that they're depleted on, like B vitamins that are required for liver and thyroid, or maybe it's certain mineral deficiencies like selenium, molybdenum that they're deficient on that support thyroid function, or maybe it's their liver. Their liver is congested, right? So really diving deep into like how important supporting your liver for overall health, but especially metabolism, is so important. And here's a super wild statistic. So every drop of blood in your body filters through your liver about 20 times per day. Oh my gosh, just think about how hard your liver works, truly. So if that filter gets sluggish, then everything downstream from energy to hormones to fat loss slows down. So I want you to think about our liver and its job, right? Of removing all these toxins and keeping us healthy, keeping us safe. And then I want you to think about how toxic our world has gotten in the last 20, 30 years, right? All of this excess hormones, all of this excess chemicals, toxins, EMF, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, just packaged meals, processed foods, stress, trauma, that's all gets processed by the liver. So we really are asking our liver to work 3,000 times harder than it's ever had to work. And that's why we're seeing such drastic shifts with health, is because our liver just cannot keep up with the amount of filtering and detoxing, and it's bottlenecking, and it's totally causing this down regulation of those 500 functions that the liver is responsible for. In fact, there's a study showing that people with even fatty liver, sometimes it's even called like non-alcoholic fatty liver, burn literally like 200 to 500 calories less than somebody who doesn't have fatty liver. And this is where it gets really interesting. I'll be working with clients because they'll say, oh, you know what? Like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, my liver is totally fine. And, I get it. We used to think that the only people impacted with liver health were the ones that were smoking and drinking, right? But you guys, in today's world, truly, we are seeing the most insane statistics of people with fat layering around their liver from all the everyday exposures, even when they don't drink or smoke. In fact, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease in children is on the rise. And these children, no, they don't smoke, they don't drink. They're just born into a world that is highly toxic. In fact, they're even finding toxins in umbilical cords. I mean, it's just It's totally crazy. So when we think about, again, metabolism, we're thinking, why can't we burn fat? Let's look at that study. If you have any sort of fat around your liver, congestion around your liver, you're going to be burning way less calories. It's clogging it up. It's literally like skipping a workout every single day without even realizing it. So when I say if your liver is sluggish, your metabolism is sluggish, like truly, I mean it. They're so interconnected. Your liver decides whether you're burning or you're storing. It's your internal thermostat, and most of us have been running too hot for way too long, full of toxins, full of stress and inflammation. Even the whole system is just overwhelmed, and that's where things start slowing down. And this is where you could be like, I'm working out, I'm doing all the things, I'm eating healthy, but you still feel stuck and inflamed. This is totally going to be an important step that you integrate with your body's ability to reset, with metabolism reset, with weight loss, with fat burn. You have to incorporate liver support and supporting your liver. So let's talk a little bit more about toxins though, because this is definitely one of the most overlooked root cause of weight loss. I think a lot of people will think, oh yeah, things are toxic and maybe hormone dysregulation, or oh, I'm fine. I don't really get that many toxins in. But I want you to really pay attention because you're here probably because you want to optimize, right? So let's learn a little bit more about this whole connection between toxins, liver, and how we can support that. So, really, again, here's the deal. Your fat cells, right? Your fat cells in your body, they're not just storing calories. They're actually storing toxins because toxins are stored in adipose fat tissue. So when your liver is overloaded, your body does the smart thing. It locks toxins away inside the fat cells to protect you. I want you to get a visualize, like really visualize this happening. So you have all these fat cells. Your body's going to take those toxins that you're exposed to and it's going to lock them away into those fat cells to protect you. Because it's like, oh, we want to get these toxins out of the body. We'll just store them in the fat tissue, right? It's trying to protect you, which means your body will hold on to fat if it doesn't feel safe to release those toxins. So those toxins are stored in your fat and then it's stopping your fat from burning. Isn't that crazy? Like the visualization of this is so wild. So it's not that your body's being stubborn, it's just being protective. It's just trying to save you. It's trying to be your best friend, save your life, and make sure these toxins aren't in your bloodstream. So it's really storing and hiding them in your fat cells. There's actually this really awesome study done in 2010 showing people with high toxic burdens lost 50% less fat on the same calorie restriction compared to those with lower toxic levels. If that doesn't motivate you to get in the sauna and sweat it out or wear the detox patch, I don't know what will. Detoxing to me is not like an activity I do after a bad weekend. It's not something I do at a self-deprivation or like a quick fix. I detox, you guys, every day. Every single day, I am doing something to eliminate the exposures that I'm having because I have seen the direct impact that it makes on my health, on my metabolism, on my inflammation. It's a non-negotiable. Obviously we can't go hide in the woods away from all these toxins. So what can we do to mitigate this exposure? Another review found that exposure to persistent pollutants increased the risk of insulin resistance and diabetes literally by 70%. So you being exposed to toxins is increasing your diabetic chance. That's so wild. It's so interconnected. Basically, what this means is the more toxins in your body, the more that it carries, the more it fights fat loss and blood sugar regulation. So if you want to tap into fat stores and if you want a better chance at losing fat and blood sugar support, we have to detox. So when you see your friend drop 10 pounds eating the same plan that you are, it's not because she's more disciplined or lucky. It's truly because her liver isn't overloaded like maybe yours is. It's really not willpower. It's toxic load. And until you lower that, your body will keep holding on no matter how clean your diet is. Okay, now I want to zoom in a little deeper to your cells. I'm always talking about cells and how truly, in order to heal, you have to heal at that cellular level. Your body doesn't operate in a vacuum. You can't just heal your thyroid and then heal your gut and then heal your hormones and then you heal your metabolism. If you want to heal, focus on the cell, healing the cell, and then everything will come together. You'll notice, oh my gosh, my thyroid and my hormones are feeling more balanced. You don't have to try to focus on one at a time. I think sometimes that brings a lot of overwhelm with women I work with is they're like, I don't even know where to start. My gut's off. I think it's my hormones, but it's also my metabolism. Also, I don't have good energy. And they're just trying to figure out which one to focus on, but it's all interconnected.
Okay, quick pause because I need to tell you about something that is literally changing the game for metabolism, energy, detox, and even your immune system. You guys know I don't like to waste my time on gimmicks. And also, after seeing so many clients that are just tired of taking the pills, not knowing if their body's even absorbing it, and transparently trying to help my kids detox from all the toxins, I just needed a different approach. And that's why I created the patch method. These are transdermal supplement patches, which means no pills, no powders, no gut breakdown. Literally just stick it on and let your body absorb exactly what it needs, whether it's detox, metabolism, energy, or like I said, even your immune system. We have a patch for it. It's truly biohacking made simple. And the best part, you actually feel the difference. So if you're ready to level up your health routine, make it so simple, head to thepatchmethod.com, grab your patches. Trust me, you will never look at supplements the same way again.
Inside each one of your cells are mitochondria, little powerhouses that produce ATP. I want you to think of it as like the energy that runs your body, like the cell phone battery charging throughout the night, right? So this is where detox comes in. Your liver's phase 1 and phase 2 of detox pathways clear out oxidative stress. So when those pathways get overwhelmed, toxins and free radicals build up, and that oxidative stress literally burns out your mitochondria. It's like having an old Apple phone that can only, stay charged for like 20 minutes. It's like, oh my gosh, something is eating up this battery so fast, and it's toxins. Like sometimes I'll work with clients too, and they'll have very low energy production. Like, well, I am sleeping good at night. I'm like, I know, but you have a lot of stress, internal, external stress, that's literally killing your mitochondria. It's depleting you energetically, and that's going to have a direct impact on metabolism. I really want you to kind of think of your mitochondria as like a car engine. So if you pour sand into the oil, the engine will start sputtering, right? It slows down, eventually it stalls. That's what happens when you get toxic buildup. You might still be driving, but everything's harder. You're burning more fuel and getting less mileage. When mitochondria under stress, so okay, when your mitochondria is like under stress, right? ATP production drops by 20 to 30%. And this could be like, this is like toxic stress, but like this could also be, think of how much is stressful in today's world. It could be pressures that you have. It could be micronutrient deficiencies that you have, pathogen exposures, all of that. It's really not just numbers. Like weight loss, I say this all the time, over and over and over again. Weight loss, fat burn is not about numbers. This is why I don't honestly love macro counting. I think at first it might be good to like dial things in or just be like aware maybe of like portions. It could be an empowering thing. For me, it wasn't. But this is where like truly it's not about calories. And if it was, then we would not have a weight loss problem here in America. We know how to count calories. We know math. We know what to do. It's not about calories. And that's also why you could be counting calories and macros and you still feel tired all the time. Why the coffee stops working, why your motivation tanks, right? It's not laziness. It's literally biochemistry. So let's go back to when you start supporting detox. I'm not kidding you guys. You're not cleaning your body. You're not just doing that. You're recharging those engines. You're restoring energy literally at the cellular level. This is why I'm always posting in the sauna because I am a detox queen. This is why I created the detox patch because we need support daily, truly daily. Okay, I want to kind of talk a little bit about like the gut and liver like axis and how it's connected because there's just so much synchronicity here and they're just in constant conversation. So you may have heard, but 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. And your gut microbiome actually helps your liver detox by producing certain enzymes. Okay, but listen to this. When your gut is imbalanced, what we call dysbiosis, it produces endotoxins that go straight into your liver through something that's called the portal vein. Okay, so kind of get a little visual here. Those endotoxins create inflammation, and then inflammation slows down metabolism. So much connected here with metabolism, with gut, detoxing. Okay, so if your gut is bloated, then your liver is absolutely burdened. If you've heard of like, drainage and opening up drainage, and it's because we have to have a well-functioning gut, daily bowel movements in order to then even dig into supporting our liver. That's why healing like your gut and detox, they truly do go hand in hand. You can't heal one without the other. You want to be having daily bowel movements every single day. If you're constipated, we have got to start there. And believe me, like this was my issue for the longest time. Like I would go back and forth between constipation, diarrhea, bloated, like all of it, gassy. Oh my gosh, you guys, like TMI, but truly, like I have had my rounds, and that's probably why I was like 25 pounds more inflamed than I am now, because it all started with my gut, and my gut was literally not even working. So once I started supporting my gut, supporting drainage, detox, like that's when things started really moving the needle for me. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, like, okay, what do I do? There's a lot of information, and I hate to be doomsday. Like, I love to like share the reality, but also just always, always, always remember, like, your body's on your side. Your body is your best friend. If your body hated you, if this was like totally impossible, then the moment you got a paperclip, your body would just bleed out. It'd be like, okay, perfect, we're done here. Like, I've been here, I've done it, and I'm over it. But your body's not. Like the minute you get a paper cut, it literally clots the blood because it wants you here, it wants you alive. So don't worry if you're like overwhelmed with how toxic the world is. I promise you, you can start implementing things right away, and it's going to make a huge, huge difference. Okay. It's just truly about taking those baby steps. So here are some actionable steps. Feel free to write them down, but just like really take notice of how important these are if you really care about, for sure, longevity, optimizing fat burn, all of it. So daily movement, okay, non-negotiable. Movement, exercise isn't just about burning calories. It moves your lymphatic system, which is your body's drainage network. Okay, so sweat every single day, exercise every single day. I love to exercise. It's not even about calories for me. It's about a creative outlet. It's this flowing, like, do you not feel so much better when you exercise? It's truly nature's best vitamin. You cannot take a supplement that outperforms exercise. I can't say it enough. Every single day. If you aren't exercising, start with a walk. If you're doing the walk, add 5 minutes of strength training. Just start where you're at and then build from there. Okay, number 2, hydration and minerals. So phase 2 of detox in your liver literally depends on trace minerals and electrolytes. So add a little pinch of like sea salt or fulvic minerals to your water. I love OHS fulvic minerals. I also have like a mineral dropper. If you live in Arizona like I do, and you have reverse osmosis or like any sort of filtered water, it's likely taking everything out of it, which is good. You don't want to drink Arizona tap water, but you need minerals in order for that water to get into your cells. And your cells are made up of 90% water. They literally need these minerals. So mineral up, baby. Okay, so number 3, my fave, sauna and red light therapy. So, okay, research shows infrared heat and red light help release stored toxins, and they stimulate mitochondria. They literally are sending ATP mitochondria energy all together. So I like to do 4 to 5 times a week, 20, 25 minutes. That's where all the benefits are in. Even if you can get in 3 times a week, that's amazing. I actually, big announcement, am switching from my clear light sauna to my portable Therasage sauna because, oh my gosh, after 6 years of doing sauna 4 to 5 times a week, my hair is mad. It is real mad. And we are going through a little separation. My Clear Light Sauna and I, we're going to take a little break, a little siesta, and I'm going to start using the Therasage sauna because I just need my head out. I need to protect my hair. I've tried everything. I've tried the masks. I've tried the heat protectant. And there's just one spot where I wear a hair clip that it just is breaking. So we have to pivot. But red light therapy sauna is a must. Sweat, sweat, sweat. Get all those toxins out. Number 4, the castor oil and detox patches. Okay, this is why I created the detox patch right here. It is your daily detox and drainage patch. It has literally everything you need to support drainage and detox. It has sulforaphane, which supports all 3 pathways of liver detox, has glutathione, which is an amazing antioxidant. It also has milk thistle to support liver. It also has CoQ10, B vitamins. It's truly such a powerhouse, and you can just place it over your liver when you go to bed, have it next to your nightstand. It is a game changer. I even give it to my kids because we all know they're just as exposed as we are. I actually have been working really hard to detox my daughter from heavy metals now for a few years. So this has been such an easy tool. She loves her little quote sticker that she wears. The next one is going to be nutrition. Okay, so load your plate with cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, arugula, dandelion. Add some bitters in like artichoke and milk thistle just to help that bile flow and help with detoxing. The next one I will say is some supplements. So we talked about the liver detox patch, which is a must, but I would also look to some supplements to help. So I love Cellcore. If we're needing to go a little bit deeper with a detox, Cellcore is like really amazing for that. And that's usually what I go to if I'm trying to get into those deeper layers. So just to wrap up, I just want you guys to know you can do this. It's such empowering work. It's such important work. If you feel stuck with losing weight, it really could be just that layer of the liver that you need to start supporting. So your liver truly is that body. It's your body's metabolic thermostat. Don't forget it. So when it's overloaded, your energy crashes, your hormones struggle, and your fat burning switch turns off. But when you support detoxification and when you clean that filter, your metabolism finally starts waking back up. You are not broken. Your body is brilliant. It's protecting you from overload and not punishing you. I promise. And when you give it what it needs, minerals, movement, and real cellular support, it will literally thrive. So I'm going to wrap up, but I want to say if this episode hits home for you and you're ready to start really digging in to start detoxing and prioritizing that liver, I've linked everything that I've mentioned down in the show notes. I would definitely at least start with the detox patch. It is so, so powerful. And if you want to go deeper, the metabolic reset program or even the metabolic scan would be a great place to start. So thank you so much for hanging out and being with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really means so much. And we'll be back together here next week for the next episode.
That's it for today's episode of the Biohack Method. If this lit something up in you, do me a favor, share it, tag me at Lindsay Burwell Wellness, and drop a review. Ready to dive deeper? Head to the show notes for peptides, patches, and programs that are changing the game for high-performing women like you.